Morning, folks. It is a day of the weatherman was wrong as far as the temperature. It was supposed to have gotten down to -6. Before I went to bed last night, it was -9. This morning when I get up, it was -21. So they were off a little bit. So I'm getting my wood. And when it's cold and I'm around, I like to mix the bigger chunky wood like this and the smaller stuff. The bigger stuff will burn longer. The smaller stuff will burn up fast but burn hot, so it'll help keep the house inside warm. Now, I was plenty warm last night, but every time I woke up, I knew I needed to stoke the fire. The problem with that is it's so cold outside, you're burning more wood to keep the inside of your house temperature up, but you've got more coals. Now, you can take your stove poker and you can shake down the coals as much as you can so you can put more wood in there. The coals will throw off a lot of heat, but when it's 20 below, you're going to have to keep stoking that fire, shake the coals down, add more wood. And a lot of times, you just have to clean out your stove of so many coals so you can put more wood in to keep your temperature up in your house. Now, a lot of people don't like doing that because the coals do put off a lot of heat, but they're not putting off enough heat to keep the inside of your house warm enough when it's so cold. So, what I like to do is when I have a lot of coals that need to be burned down, instead of taking them out, I'll open the stove door, the wood stove door, and that heats up the room a little bit better. Now, I have some big south-facing windows, and luckily the sun is shining, so between the stove door being open, burning those hot coals down with a few sticks of small wood, that sun coming in, it's warming up even more inside my place. So when I get another cart full of wood, I'll go in and I'll close that door, and hopefully I don't have to take hot coals out of the wood stove, because that's just like throwing heat and money right out the window. So, and when you leave the door open to your stove, you've got to be mindful of any chunks of coal that are gonna snap out of your wood stove. You've always got to be mindful of that. Or coals settling down and rolling out the front of your door onto your floor. You do not want that. Now, I have burnt my coals down enough in there, and then I took my ash shovel and I patted them down. So I know, and there's nothing around my wood stove that's going to catch on fire. So I know I have enough time to grab a cart full of wood, then go in and close my wood stove door. So a lot of people don't mind because they like a hot house. They don't mind shoveling those red hot coals out and throwing them or shoveling them into the ash bucket. I don't like to do that unless I have to. And it's been so cold back when we had -50 or -55 below. You had to do that. You had to throw the hot coals out in order to put more wood in order to heat your house up more. So it's just a balance, and the more you do it, the more you'll come to understand the wood that you're burning, the stove, how that burns, and how much heat you need in your house. So it's cold enough. So I opened up my pantry door to let some heat in because that's closed off. So it can stay cool and dark. But I did open that up a little bit last night, and I'm glad I did. So everything is good. The geese came out and drank some water, ate a little bit, went back in their coop. The ducks that stayed out last night remain staying out last night. They're really comfortable. They also have had something to drink and some food, and then they went right back in their cubby where there's a lot of hay and they can just nestle right down in it. So everyone is comfortable. Everyone is comfortable. Everything is good. And warmer weather is coming, folks. Warmer weather is coming.